The people of the sect grow tired of Bai as he continues to cause problems for them while trying to refine pills. He tries to buy some tier 3 Zhuji pills and is then told of an upcoming auction where he can fetch a decent price for his own medicine. He struggles to make anything useful, but suddenly receives a pill box with all the ingredients he needs. However, this seems to be a trap as some people are observing him. The day of the Bai family auction event arrives, and Bai meets brother Hao and Xiaomi once he's there. The first item is a green burn root, which kicks off an intense bid, crossing over 1,000 spirit stones. The auction carries on, and Bao waits for his own pills to come up. However, he is upset to learn that they are priced cheaply. Bai fantasizes about a situation where he convinces the others to pay thousands for his work. However, in reality, his tactics end with him buying his own pills at a higher price. The Ziqi Shen pill arrives and is shown to be triple refined, so there aren't many takers at first. But the catch is that it bears the legendary tortoise sigil that was made by Bai. This kicks off an intense bidding war between Zhao and Xiaomi. Xiaomi eventually wins the Ziqi Shen pill for 100,000 spirit stones. She reveals she did it for Bai, and then he declares to everyone that he made the tortoise sigil, but is only mocked for it. However, Xiaomi says she believes him and runs away. He goes after her, but is met by some woman, and then we learn that the pillbox from before was actually a dowry invitation. A battle breaks out between the women, and Bai finds himself in a hilarious situation. He is harassed, but Xiaomi stops the chaos and declares she's not worthy of Bai. He tries to console her, but then the leader of the Lingxi sect appears and states that Bai cannot take a partner for 100 years. Bai continues to cultivate energy, but it keeps leading to accidents. One day he makes a decent pill, but it's eaten by a rabbit that seemingly dies right after. Bai hesitates before eating his own pill, so he tries it on a monkey, but after all the commotion, it only gives off a massive gas attack. Bai continues with his work, but ends up damaging a lot of animals in the process, with even Elder Zhao's spirit-tailed chicken eating his pill and going crazy. Later, Bai tries to have his pills struck by lightning, but as he waits, he sees the rabbit talking. Acid rain starts to pour on the town, so everyone is angry at Bai for his experiments. Elder Zhao comes to kill him for what he did to his spirit-tailed chicken, but Li comes to his rescue. That's when the rabbit appears and says that the bird is fine. This shocks everyone, so Bai has to explain how he managed to make such a thing happen. Now we see Han reunited with his teacher, who is in the form of a monkey. Li berates Bai for his mischief while making him hold heavy objects as punishment. Bai says he only wants to refine Zhuji pills, so Li gives him a secret scroll that will help him use a skill called the Dragon Elephant Ocean of Change in order to increase his cultivation. Li meets with Mei Shang later, who asks him not to worry about Bai as he is very talented. Xiaomi and Shu worry for Bai while he tries to harvest his powers to increase his cultivation. One day he is transported to the top of a mountain and he meets an elephant spirit that breaks down and enters his palm. However, he is suddenly chained up and attacked by the dragon spirit as well. Bai finds himself in a tricky spot, but is then taken to the spirit river, thus proving his progress. Li watches on and is impressed, so he takes Bai to participate in the southern side Tianjiao qualification. Bai faces some early trouble when he sinks into some mud. As the competition continues, the duo faces off against sword formations and lightning attacks. That's when they run into Lu Tianlei, who is a thunder mage. Bai mocks his hair and it leads to a hilarious chase, after which Bai is left trapped with lots of snakes. As he fights them, Bai is spotted by the monkey teacher. He uses his pills to threaten the snakes, but the monkey takes them away. Luckily, he unleashes even more pills and it creates a gas that makes the snakes behave like other animals. One of them transforms into a giant snake that eventually takes him to the finish line, much to everyone's surprise. He accidentally brings the snake along with him, but the elders take care of the situation, and then Bai is declared to be the winner. The participants are now briefed about the Tianjiao competition between the North and the South Straits. They also learn that the top 5 from that contest can go to the Holy Land of Cultivation to train their chi for enlightenment. Later, Li takes Bai to the place where he had first begged him to become a cultivator. Then, Li says that this is his last chance to cultivate Jin Han and become immortal. Later, Bai learns about the 4 elite cultivators from the northern Tianjiao Gongxian Weiner, who can summon a phoenix, her brother Yun, who can control spirit bugs, Bei-Han Lee, who has nocturnal animals under his belt, and the most frightening one of all, Gu Yexing, who can control ghosts. Bai and his friends are found out by the Gongsen siblings and run away at first, but Bai decides to go back. He finds Weiner bathing in the spring and tries to be quiet, but the rabbit arrives and exposes his location. This angers Weiner, so she chases after the peeping Tom. Bai flies over the Forbidden Palace, so his sword loses its powers and he falls into a pit. Meanwhile, the Peak Elder Luori discusses the Tianjiao competition with his sister. Now, Bai finds himself in a scary abyss with all kinds of monsters, and then a holy dragon attacks him. Bai offers all his belongings, but the dragon is only interested in his pills. He offers to let Bai leave if he can make more of them, and after a hilarious negotiation, he makes a much bigger pill. The dragon awakens its powers after inhaling it, and it takes Bai into the ocean. He wakes up after that, but Xiaomi and Shu tell him that the day of the competition has arrived. As the North competes against the South, the elders explain the rules where the warriors can choose their opponents in the preliminary rounds. The crowd is enthusiastic but is silenced when the deadly Gui makes his appearance. The battle kicks off and we see Shang Guan dominating his fights, even though he's arrogant. Lu challenges Gui and unleashes his lightning powers, but they accidentally hit Bai in the sky and he falls onto Lu. After a few laughs, the battle begins and it's a fierce encounter with both warriors seemingly evenly matched. But then Gui uses his Dark Ghost technique and things aren't looking good for Lu. Luckily, Mei Jiang saves him and asks Gui to refrain from killing his opponents. Now Bei challenges Bai and summons his nocturnal beast. Bai runs away at first, and after a funny chase, he uses his pill to make the beast docile and playful. Everyone looks on in shock, and Bei tries to force an attack, but Bai uses too many pills and it ends up with the beast hilariously attacking his own master. Luori charges at Bai in a fit of rage, but Lee stops him from doing so. Everyone hears the Holy Dragon, so Luori's sister asks Bai for his pills after learning that he's responsible for this. She tries to bribe him as well, but Lee says that she should give him the River Water Field secret technique. Luori opposes him, but his sister gives in as she wants the pill for the North Strait. Now Bai goes to the Dragon's Abyss, hoping to cultivate his technique. And then his scroll starts to glow. It takes him to the River Water Field, where he is engulfed by the waves, after which he meets the dragon. He is impressed with Bai and offers to help him by giving him control over every beast. Now we see Bai engaging with all kinds of animals in his typically hilarious fashion. The next day, Yun faces off against Bai, but is unable to summon his spirit bugs to attack him. Then Bai summons the insects and uses them against Yun to win the battle with ease. Bai reaches the top 5 due to this, and it causes Luori to worry about his skills. Now Weiner faces off against Gui, but even though her phoenix puts up a decent fight, she is no match for his ghosts. Shangguan also wins his battle with ease and faces off against Bai after that. Bai tries to act cool by offering his surrender, but Shangguan attacks him as he doesn't want an easy win. However, Bai is unaffected by his sword, so Shangguan gives it his all. That's when Bai unleashes his true powers and wins easily against him. But then, Gui launches a sneak attack, thus causing Bai to crash into his own statue. He remains unconcerned and taunts Gui, so he attacks him mercilessly. Bai spots his movements and hurts him, so Gui uses his Dark Ghost technique, and Bai struggles to hold it. He tries to unleash the Elephant Dragon counter, but Gui is able to hold it off, and an intense explosion follows. Everyone looks on in amazement as they think Bai has lost, but he comes out fine and mocks Gui. He gets angry, so he unleashes hundreds of ghost demons. But Bai becomes serious and counters with a River Water Field technique to blast Gui away with ease. However, the water mist goes dark as an aura reversal takes place, so the elders try to stop Bai from getting consumed. Lee puts in his best efforts, but everything is in vain, and Bai is about to be lost forever. Lee laments his failure to protect his nephew. But then, the Heavenly Horned Dragon arrives and saves our hero. As Bai tries to recall what happened, Lee hugs him with relief. That's when a Hornbone appears, thus confirming Bai's true status. 10 months later, Bai and his team are selected to enter the Chi Foundation land to get enlightened. As the team heads to the abyss of the Fallen Sword, Lee tells Bai about the elite sword that rests inside. He also mentions that the players will need to collect earth pulse in Tao bottles by defeating the monsters inside. Meanwhile, Jiu Dao meets Fang Lin and Song Ye, who are also entering the abyss. Lee's ship attacked the meteor sword, and then everyone goes inside using teleportation holes. An intense battle follows, and Bai hides as Jiu Dao and the others carry out their encounters without mercy. Then he runs into some injured mages and decides to protect them, but they act recklessly and get into trouble. Brother Hao takes him to a teleportation door, but it closes before Bai can get through. He is attacked by members of the Blood Sect, but manages to escape their prison after an awkward attempt with his talisman papers. Then Bai bumps into Song, but runs away into another teleportation hole before he can make a move. Bai finally enters the proper abyss, but his sword stops working, so he uses his umbrella for a safe landing. He takes on a snake monster and collects its pulse, but then he meets his colleagues who are poisoned by an even larger snake. He saves them and teleports them to safety, after which he uses his river water field technique to defeat the snake monster with ease. Suddenly, Bai meets Wainer, who is running away from a beast. He takes it down for her, but she walks away as she isn't interested in him. Bai follows Wainer and says they should stick together to fight the beast, so she agrees. Meanwhile, we see the others dominating their battles. Now, Bai uses a stinky sock to assess the monsters, and then they are attacked by Lei Shan. However, a sandstorm demon arrives and the duo is sucked into an underground cave. Wainer educates Bai about the dangers of such demons, and then they are attacked by a weird object that turns out to be an egg. It sticks to Bai, so Wainer hilariously beats him up, hoping to kill it. She stops when it is shown to be friendly, and then Bai names it Tiedan. He tries to get them out of the cave by refining a pill, but it causes an explosion that leads Wainer to berate him. Luckily, the explosion also creates an opening that allows them to get out of the cave. Wainer wants to leave Bai, but he reminds her it's better to stick together. As Song tries to dominate his opponents, Bai makes a pill that attracts all the monsters toward him and Wainer. The duo is bombarded with beasts and takes them on in a hectic sequence. Bai manages to kill all the animals with one blow, and this fills up his entire Tao bottle. But then Song and the others try to steal it from him. They end up fighting each other in the process, and Bai uses this opportunity to take back his bottle. However, he bumps into a child demon who attacks him, so he uses his pill to hide. She keeps looking for Bai as she wants to play, and then he is confronted by Lei Shan. Bai throws a pill at him and it leads the girl to him as she wants the pill all to herself. She turns Lei Shan into a doll and attacks Bai with him. However, Bai offers to play a game of hide and seek, so she agrees, but states that she'll make him a doll if she wins. Bai runs away, but the evil spirit finds him easily and traps him with her ice powers. Bai breaks free and uses the tripod to move on her, but it doesn't work. He uses his pill smoke to run away, and we learn that the spirit assumes a more physical form after inhaling the pills. Now we meet Xu Xiaoshan, who is knocked down by our hero while threatening some men. Xiaoshan challenges Bai after that, but he simply makes him another target by leading the demon girl to him. She attacks Xiaoshan, but his ancient jade repels her. Bai tries to take the jade from him and it leads to a funny fight where they compare their items and skills. This goes on for a while, but Xiaoshan admits defeat after seeing Bai's sword. The demon girl attacks them again, so they unite to use the jade stone against her. However, Xiaoshan runs away after learning that Bai's pills attracted the girl in the first place. Later, Bai is shocked to see that his earth pulse has been eaten by Tie. He threatens the egg, but it is able to eat fire as well. Suddenly, Tia unleashes spirit fluctuations and attracts a surge of energy towards it. And that's the end of part 3. Like, share, and subscribe if you want part 4 ASAP. Hit the bell icon too, because I'm gonna upload a lot more content soon. I'll see you later.